Hey gang, Jamie Aston. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. There's Big Breezy, or Little Breezy. She gonna step too. Alright gang, we are in the boat and we're fishing, but we're really testing out things. I've made a ton of upgrades to this boat. A lot of you all are still commenting about the heritage modifications I did last year around this time. So here it is, modification number 2. This time, kind of expensive. Just the way it happened. I usually don't try to go all out on stuff, but kind of went all out on this upgrade. So I'm gonna get to fishing and I'll show you all more detail, but just to kind of walk you through what we have right here, we have a Garmin 93 SV, and yes, that's Panoptix. Live scope is on here. We have another, oh shoot, see there, I didn't disconnect. We have another Garmin 93 SV. And I guess we'll actually go ahead and use the trolling motor. And as you see, this trolling motor is not the same one that we used to have. This is the Minn Kota maxxum. We put on a new trolling motor. Now this is the Minn Kota maxxum trolling motor, 65-pound thrust. And it is a 24-volt system. So we'll go ahead and get all that down. Not only do we have that, we upgrade the plug to the trolling motor. As you can see me plug this thing in. Not only that, we upgrade the cable to a cable strap. I got all this loose right now, not zip tight, real tight, because I want to make sure everything is right. What we have on the side here is I'll let you all see. This is a stabilizing mount. This is one of 2 different kinds. I like this one. The other one mounts underneath here on the screw. And I can do that too because this kit came with enough of the composite material I can make that. So we're gonna go ahead and uncover this puppy. And literally people, I just finished. I had all this wired up a long time ago, but I did something different. As you can see, my Garmin units are connected, and networking fish finders, my old fish finders, my Striker and my echomap were networked, so that's not a big deal, right? How did I get everything networked? I didn't go down here. You all see this additional railing right here on the side? It actually looks kind of good, but the live scope cable, as you see right there, there's a little view of it. It's 2 different cables. It's a 2 cable stick, and I'm also running shielded Cat 5 cable, which is that white cable on the trolling motor. It's fairly thick and it's shielded, so it's pretty rigid. Both of these cables are very rigid, so there's not too many places I can just run it without opening up the deck and everything else. So I have it run under the gunnel, but instead of it just being tucked underneath the gunnel, I have this railing in place. So it keeps it in place where it can't be touched. And these are the only exposed spots. What I did was I brought it along under here. I took the Cat 5 in a different place. And we come under here, and there's my black box right there. And this is my homemade network switch. It's just a prototype right now, but I'm still working on, I have some smaller parts now, but I'm still working on a size box that I could recommend and everything. But instead of leaving the switch on, if I switch it on like that, and we see this little green light came on right there, that starts up my live scope. And in about 30 seconds, we'll see it pop up on here, and it'll pop up on the console. There it is, Panoptix live scope. So it's ready to go. The way I have it rigged up is I have to have that switch on for my Panoptix up front to work. So we'll go ahead and drop this puppy in. Did y'all see something else down here? You may not caught that, did you? Yeah, I recessed my trolling motor foot controller. Yes, I did. See there, GLS10 transducer changed to forward. because it sensed that live scope right there. I haven't bolted it down yet because I'm actually building a cover for it right here. So I just want to show you all inside this, because I'm going to give you all some instructions fairly soon. Go to jamieaston.com, check them out. And I'll even show you how I made this drain plug hose connector. I even bored it out. It's really, really nice. But it's really just a drain plug. Thing made by a company called Shark Bite. Found them at Lowe's. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to route that out. Let me show you all inside my hole. If you're going to change your fish, your trolling motor, I would suggest that this would be your first modification. I would also suggest that you cut your carpet maybe with a hot knife or something like that, so that you can melt the ends. I need to melt the ends, or I need to do something, because I love this tray. I got it for, I paid for expedited shipping, but I only got it for like $60, I think. So oh, it was already on, but this wasn't on. So that's why one of the reasons why we went with this foot controller. We're gonna go ahead and do Panoptix live view, and this is my first time testing all this stuff out, people, and that's really why we're here, to test all of this out. We're about to go up in here. It's deep right here. I gotta learn this new tray. What I like about it is that my foot controller stays in one spot, isn't bouncing around all over the place. I still have to learn a little bit more of it. Let's see here, just to show you all how networked they are. So if a person is fishing back here, that's why I have it on this round mouth. My wife is back here. I can angle it up so that she can see it. And we're gonna go ahead and change the color scheme on it too, just so that everything could be what I'm used to seeing. And I love this touch screen, people. I mean, I never thought I would really care for touch screen on the fish finder, but actually I do. Just with using and driving, I'm able to hold my steering wheel and like press stuff on the screen. Yeah, I was already a Garmin user before this live scope stuff. Look at that, we got something swimming right there. No, that's a bug. That's funny. That's a blooper for you all. There is stuff in there moving. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go back here where I know it's gonna get a little more shallow, so we can actually see some stuff without having to zoom in or anything. We're in little less than 130 feet of water right here. So we're really not gonna do a lot of fishing. Number one, I don't have the time. It's 5:45, so the sun is going down. But I've had this boat being worked on it for so long until that I just wanna get this thing tested. Okay, people, we're just gonna do a short cast. This big old umbrella rig, and we're gonna watch it come in. So you're gonna see the lure coming in from this direction, right? So let's see what we get. Y'all see it coming in? That's it right there. So we're at 15 feet. So that's kind of cool, because, you know, I can always tell, you know, if I got a lure, just kind of when I should start reeling this thing in, because did it actually hit the bottom yet? You know, am I in the zone yet? That's what Panoptix can tell me. Now we're kind of being turned right now. Look at some other little upgrades. This is not dry storage, people. So there are times I keep my boat outside. There are times I found this area flooded with water. So what I did was put 3 holes in here. So if the water gets in here, it at least drains out. I put it in the center because that's where the drain is, right here. So, and it works fairly well. Another thing I did was put a wood block in here. I made a little pallet that keeps everything up about 3 inches. So, because one time I had a lot of tackle in here just soaked. It ruined the light and some other things I had in here. So right now it's empty because I've been working. If we go back here, we have 3 batteries like we always have, but I did some fixes back here. Number one, I mounted the battery charger, and I mounted the battery down here in a tray of its own. Everything is hooked up, everything is nice and neat. And as you see, number one, I see that this ball leaked. That's why I keep it in a Ziploc bag though, because those stupid balls they leak. But I have more room for storage. I could either put a 4th battery back here, or I'm probably just gonna put like a toolbox, another dry box, and some stuff back here like that. I ran some new wire back here. I ran some 10 gauge. 10 gauge will get you up to 30 amps. For the electronics I installed, that's fine. So we ran some 10 gauge. We are up on the battery. One of the cool things I have back here is this Marine Colo switch, because you can just run out of space on the terminal. I think you're not supposed to do like maybe 2 connections on the terminals. So we have this, and now I can add anytime I want to. And right now I'm using a 20 amp fuse, but I have a 30 amp circuit breaker I need to replace with that same design. But that'll keep in line with all of these units using circuit breakers at the back. So when we ran a 12 gauge fuse up to the front, what we installed was we put a fuse block under there. I wish Tracker would have did that from the very beginning for all their other items on here, but they didn't, so we did. So we have a fuse block. So any more electronics, we will connect it to the fuse block. Anywho, thank you all for watching. Some of you know that I like to watch Richard Gene, the fishing machine. He says 2 things. Number 1, he says go fishing because it's good for you. And number 2, he says take care of your woman. So I have had this boat in the garage for a very long time. I spent countless hours on this boat, even at night and all this type of stuff. Even one night I fell asleep in the boat. So it's time for me to lay this project down to the side. I got some video to show you all where we're using it live. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, you know what to do. I'll respond back to you. Jamie Aston out.